dog, I gotta keep extending. No, ain't no love when you coming from the trenches. Yeah, yeah. Told the promoter that I'm trying to get my weapon in. Walking in this cool shit get spooky when you exiting. All that shit you threw up, heads turning like the Exorcist. They killed him for a rollie, that was petty shit, I'm giving pain. You ain't feral, you ain't tell him he was living wrong. Hashtag long live my nigga, we ain't living long. Tap my homie line cause he was talking on the cricket phone. Offer less time, so now they snitching on him. Brought my chicks on YSL, she listening to YFN. See my homie daughter ask me how my daddy died again. Thinking it's some bullshit to tell her, hope she listening. Thinking to myself, he caught some bodies, wasn't innocent. She give me chills. Casino nights on Christmas Eve, she in the jam up. Ain't buy them kids nothing, Shooty pray for Secret Santa. Back against the wall, she folded, shit is destroyed. She fucking for an iPad and Spider-Man toys. Could you blame that girl? When they hear about what happened, should you shame that girl? Or would you say another broken sister that was misguided? Slavery to them likes and them comments. And she ain't know some pressure make diamonds. Yeah.
I seen you post that. I'm like, damn. All right, shit, why not? That shit just flew right together.
That's crazy.
Yo. What's up, Hank?
What's up, brother?
Man, we down two.
That's
Happy
all right.
birthday, Mike Martin.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Mike.
Feel me? Tim in Disney World with his daughter.
Yeah, shout out to them. Everybody living their life right now, but I gotta hold it down though.
Gotta hold it down, bro. Page ain't responding.
What we got?
We still alive, though.
Okay.
You still alive. We down two.
You
got happy birthday, Mike Martin.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Mike.
Feel me? Tim in Disney World with his daughter.
Yeah, shout out to them. Everybody living their life right now, but I gotta hold it down though.
Gotta hold it down, bro. Page ain't responding.
What we got?
We still alive, though.
Okay.
You still alive. We down two. You got happy
right.
birthday, Mike Martin. I'm replaying the joint on my phone, man. Shit get like that, man. When you got too much shit going on. Facebook ain't responding, but you got 12 viewers, man. They tuned in, man. They ready to go.
That's because everybody know the Real Shit Podcast. Like we saying, Mike is on his birthday vacay. Tim is doing the daddy thing. He got his little one out in Disney World. Disney World, right?
Yeah.
Disneyland, Disney World. I know it's something with Mickey Mouse.
Disneyland, Disney World, one of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's out there.
I don't know the difference.
They do the same thing,
What is the difference?
I have no idea. I don't even think it's in the same like.
So Disneyland, I think, would just be like, this the land. Disney World would be the world.
Yeah, you go to the lane, you just limited.
Right, you limited to the places that you have. We don't have all these things at Disneyland that we have at Disney World. Where's Disney World? In California,
Anybody,
right?
Anybody know the difference? Disneyland and Disney World. Y'all want to help us out?
The price tag ain't do.
I think it's less shit there. I think it's less shit at Disneyland than there is at Disney World. It has to be.
So we still on. Y'all probably wondering who this gentleman is to my left. This is my guy Shahir. I call him the credit guru. This is Mr. Credit. Anything dealing with credit, bad credit, good credit, no credit. This is the man that you want to talk to. This is the man that you want to listen to.
I'm humble.
So, there we go.
Disney World's in Orlando.
So where is
Disneyland is smaller and in California. There you go.
So why the hell? How do you pick the location?
Who?
Like, how come there's no like Disney Town?
Because Disney Town would be smaller than Disneyland. Disney Town would be in New Jersey. Right. Get closer to the mic, bro, so we can hear you.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, you got to get up. Them
Mic
drinks
check.
Yeah, there you
We
go.
good? We in there.
All right, so normally we give y'all three different perspectives from three different great minds, and we talk nothing but that real shit. But today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna actually let my guy. There we go. We back. I'm gonna let my guy tell y'all why credit is important, especially in the black community. So introduce yourself. Like I said, his name's Shock. I call him Shock. Like we go back. So
You get the information for free.
I was let me mention this too. I was probably one of this guy's first clients. when he started becoming who he is.
Yeah, the trade line.
Yeah.
The trade line. You wasn't the first client. You was the first, I like to say, experiment before I started putting 2 and 2 together.
Okay.
About how this momentum started picking up.
Yeah, because y'all see, I mean, like if y'all follow me, y'all see I always post my credit score and all that. Like I say why credit is important. But like a lot of that goes to this guy right here because my shit wasn't nowhere where it was before I started listening to him. So, I mean, he definitely somebody y'all want to hear out. Dante, what's up, bro?
You good?
I'm just trying to read the comments. Oh, okay. Yeah, do your thing, bro. Let them know who you is, what you do. I'm saying what you good at.
All right, my name is Shahir, like you mentioned before. Shah, so many different names. But my area, my passion overall is financial literacy. So basically what that entails is knowing finances on an intellectual level as opposed to just acquiring money, spending it recklessly, and repeating the process.
Mm-hmm.
And in that process, you learn about what credit is. And credit is basically your reputation on paper. When it come down to credit, you want to keep in mind that it's your reputation on a piece of paper. So these people, or as I like to call them, financial institutions that hold the money, they're evaluating you based on your credit reputation. And if your credit reputation is not to their liking, you will get denied.
Stay up on the mic, bro.
Easily. You'll get denied for a simple $500 loan. You'll get denied for an automobile. You'll get denied for the mortgage. Or if you do get approved with poor credit, you'll get the high interest rates.
All right, now let's say you got a 17-year-old getting ready to turn 18 in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know shit about credit. He getting credit card offers in the mail. Shit looking good. They trying to give him this amount, that amount. What shouldn't he or she do?
What he shouldn't do is spend the money like it's theirs. That's the first order. The credit card is not yours. You're establishing a reputation with the financial brands that you apply for with the credit card. So what you want to do is you want to show and prove your reputation by paying on time. You pay on time, they report it to the bureau. I work for TransUnion, so I'm not going to get into all the whole inside information, but you're talking to somebody who knows about credit because I've been exposed to it since I was 18, 19. So credit to me is like riding a bike. It's second nature. Mm-hmm. So what they do basically is when they make an offer to you, in their mind, in their financial devious mind, case in point, you're the fool because you lack the literacy on how the financial game works. You lack the literacy on how credit works.
And they know.
They know. What they're going to do is they're going to say to you, and they always get us when we're 18, 19, coming out of high school because, they say we're young and dumb. Mm-hmm. So here we go with a $1,000 credit card. And I bet you can ask anybody that's coming out of high school, young individuals, you ask them, what would you do with a $1,000 credit card?
I'm blowing that shit.
There we go. He said it before I even said it.
Yeah, like you said, coming out of high school, you give me a stack.
I know exactly what I did with mine. I got it when I was in college, and I blew them shits, bro. I went straight to the mall.
It's like I'm out.
Liquor store, mall.
Going.
Right.
You think it's yours.
Right. It was mine. I signed my name for it.
You think it's yours. And then what happened? 30 days.
They had called for their money, and he not alive.
Boom.
He said he's not alive.
That's $1,000 hanging over your head.
Right.
Now what happens after that?
Another 1,000 come.
Interest rates. Boom.
Right. That was 2,500.
Compounded interest starts happening. Mm-hmm. That 1,000 turns into 1,500, turns into 2,000.
Right.
And it's like somebody don't pay you back on the street. It's a problem. In the business world, we just gonna tell mom and daddy.
Right.
TransUnion, Experian, Equifax.
Right.
Remember that $1,000 we gave you?
Yeah.
Or we gonna go tell it to TransUnion,
right.
Experian, Equifax. Or we gonna report it to collection. That's your 7-year dark cloud. You're done
7
for.
years.
7
years.
years.
So 24,
7
I'm
years.
good. When I turn 24, I'm good again.
If you're willing to wait that long.
And I fuck it up again.
And you
Now, in that 7 years, you shouldn't do it again, right?
Well, in the 7 years, hopefully you learned within the first month.
Right.
But during that 7-year process, the next thing becomes now what I speak credit chess. Most people play credit checkers. I play credit chess. It's certain rules and formats that I have before I start to apply for something. Okay. When I'm applying for a credit card, first thing that I do, I go to creditcards.com. Why do I go there? Because that's the smorgasbord for credit cards. You like travel. I'm telling you.
I'm writing this shit down.
Write it down.
I still got 4 more years on my shit.
Everybody write
Like
it down.
y'all paying attention to this?
Write it down. www.creditcards.com.
Okay.
You go to that website. It gives you all the credit cards categorized. Travel, cash rewards. I'm a cash hog. I use my credit cards to get paid. You pull on my credit, I need to be compensated for my credit worthiness. For example, Capital One Quicksilver. I put my bills on that credit card because they pay me every month a percentage, cashback rewards. You might be somebody that like to take flights, so you're going to research the flyer points. Now you're acquiring frequent flyer miles.
That makes sense.
And you're flying on that. It all depends on what you like. But what you're doing on that website is, let's say you're somebody with a 600 score, and you're going for a credit card that's in the 700 range. That's a hard inquiry, and you're going to get denied because your credit is not in that range.
Yeah, you automatically
So you're
know.
playing credit checkers. Credit chess is, well, if my score is this, then let me apply for these type of cards
Okay.
because I now have more of a likelihood to get approved.
Now, on creditcards.com, do you apply on that website for, is it like, okay, Capital One, Visa, like different companies, are they on that one website?
Good question. It's a link. You click the link, it takes you to the website.
Okay.
It's just the research before you pull my credit. I'm a stickler about my credit. Before you pull my credit, the first thing I ask is, who are you reporting to?
Right.
If you're reporting my credit to 1 out of 3 bureaus, have a good day.
Right.
Thank you for the offer, but no thank
I
you.
need you to get all 3.
I need all 3.
Oh, shit.
That's me. I don't know about everybody else, but
Right.
that's
Oh,
a gem.
shit.
That's me. If you're pulling my credit and you're not reporting to the credit bureaus, I don't want you.
Because when I'm paying you back, you're not reporting that.
I'm not getting credit for it, but you just pulled my credit, which I got to wait 2 years for the inquiry to come off.
Oh,
Why do I want that? That's credit checkers.
playing credit chess. You heard it.
Playing credit chess out there. Make smart moves. You ask them, not only that, you ask them, is it a hard inquiry?
Okay.
You ask that.
So there is a soft inquiry?
Yeah, they look. You ever look at your credit report, you'll see account reviews.
Okay.
That's
got 100.
all the.
I got 100.
It's a huge list, right?
I was looking for a truck. They
It's
was
a
hitting
bunch
my
of
joint hard.
It's a bunch of
I said, damn.
It's a
They
bunch
was,
of them.
every time I was like, damn, I just called you and asked you how much the car costs. But you gave us your social security number, dummy.
They're looking.
Yeah, they looking at my shit.
They're fishing. They're
Right.
marketing. If you're attractive enough with the information, here comes the offer.
7 years, bro. 4 more years, bro.
7 years. I've been there. Oh man, shout out to Mikey Raw.
Right.
He gave me the credit game when I was 18, 19, and to this day, like I seen him leaving Walmart one day, and my fault. I seen him leaving Walmart one day, and I shook his hand. I said, "What's up? Thanks for that information that you gave me when I was young."
Shout out to Mike Ross.
I tell anybody who give me information that's beneficial, I give you praise for it because I internalize that information and I put it to use. He gave me the credit game at 18, 19, right in my aunt's living room with my cousin Swain and his brother. Now I don't know how they process the information, but me, I'm downloading.
Yeah.
And I was so cocky with my credit. I would walk in the stores and just apply. Ain't know nothing about inquiries at the time because I knew I was going to get it. But I had my humbling experience. I didn't know about compounding interest. I thought it was a one-time thing.
Okay. So it's continuous.
Oh, it's continuous. You're paying a percentage of what you're eligible for. If you're paying a percentage of your balance. So if they charge you a 20% APR, that's 20% on your current limit.
Now, let's say you got credit cards and your statement come in. Your balance, your monthly bill is, let's say, $314. Should I pay that or pay more?
Rule is you pay more than the statement amount.
But I don't want
Required
to.
payment.
But do I want to? Let's say like that's my charge. That's the only thing that's my balance. Should I pay that balance off?
You can. Now, if you're building, you can, basically what you're doing is, here's another nugget. When you get a credit card, everybody has a statement date. a due date
Okay.
and a statement date. Your due date is the required payment for the month. Your statement date is when the statement closes for the month. That's
Shit,
when they
that's-
report to the bureau. So
that's
it's
news to
chess.
me.
Remember I added you on my credit card?
Yeah.
And let's say, for example, the due date is on the 10th, statement date is on the 13th. As long as I add you on or before the 13th, it's going to land on your credit report right away. So if I had the credit card for 7 years, you got 7 years of history in less than a month. That's a trade line.
That's a trade line.
That's a trade
How
line.
much they be charging for them joints, bro?
Oh,
Because
man.
You want me to tell you the number?
Yeah, listen.
I be letting them joints, bro. Like
Listen.
7 years. Biz. Right
Listen.
now.
700,
Yeah.
800, 1,000, it all depends because what you're paying for is the
the
time.
yeah.
TIME is the most powerful element on the credit report.
Absolutely.
That's why I tell people don't cancel your credit cards. If you're going to cancel them within the first few months. Don't let them get 8, 9, 10 years old and then you cancel it. There goes your credit drop. Because that algorithm is like, I look at it like a beast.
Right.
You're feeding this machine constantly. It's eating. Right. You ever pull a bone from your dog's mouth while he was eating?
No.
What'd he do? That's what the credit score doing. That algorithm growling. Well, I was feeding off of this for 10 plus years.
Right.
You just gonna take this off of my plate? I gotta ding you.
Damn.
10 years of history gone. Credit cards don't close
So
unless we close.
don't cancel your credit cards.
No, that's the first rule of thumb. That's the first mistake that's the first mistake people make. I learned it from my mom. Shire, you don't want the credit card, cancel it. Shred it. Misinformation.
Like y'all can see, like a lot of this is like Jews to me too and shit. Like I got credit card. I was actually thinking about canceling because I don't use the motherfucker.
If you don't care
Like it
about
was like
credit,
one of
let
my
it go.
first credit cards and shit.
Who's your first one?
It was a secure joint from First Progress or some shit.
Credit cards are training wheels. That's what I call them. They're starter cards. It's a good way to get started.
Yeah, that's
It's
that's
no knock. It's just
That's
how it
definitely
is.
what got it. And I don't even use it. It's still the same amount on there that I started with. And it's just there now. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just close the bitch out.
It age.
So leave it open.
You leave it open. Leave it open.
That
Let
shit
it marinate.
open.
Let it marinate.
Now, here go, okay. Here go another one. How do you feel like banks compared to credit unions?
Oh man, they all crooks to me. But
Oh, shit.
a bank is a bank. A bank, the word itself, is not your friend. I don't give you $10,000 today, wanting you to pay it back tomorrow. I want to stretch it out,
Okay.
compounding interest. If I give you $10,000 now, you're happy. You got 10 grand.
Yeah.
5, 6 years from now, you might have paid back 20, 30 million. 40. It all depends. That's the interest rates.
Yeah, that's-
But the bank is not going to tell you that. The bank is going to say, okay, well, here's $20,000. We're going to put you on a $200 payment plan a month. Give us the minimum. You never follow the bank's playbook. You develop your own. That's why you double up and you pay more.
Okay.
Why would a bank give you the game? It's business. I tell people when it comes to credit, remove your emotion. It's business. I don't give you 10 to pay me back tomorrow. I give you 10 to pay me 30 later.
How do you remove your emotion, though? Because money moves people.
True. Well, you remove your emotion because you have to look at it from a business perspective. The algorithm don't care about your emotions. The algorithm don't care that you lost your job. It doesn't care. It's a system. It's like the Matrix. How did the Matrix feed? Off of information. That's the credit algorithm.
I get it.
Feeds off of your information, analytics. It's not saying, oh, well, I just lost my Corona. How many people get hurt because of Corona? COVID. I lost my job. You think they saying, well, guess what? We're just going to waive your payments off for the next 6 months? Nah, we still need that payment.
Now, what about like you were saying, like compound interest or like interest rates? What's the interest rates you wanna look at? Like you wanna be like, okay, this is all right. I can deal with this.
I always say, like anything, if the lower the better. If you can get under 10%, single digit, that's always good.
All right, so 10% is the limit you want to stay. You don't want to go over 10%.
For interest rates?
Yeah.
Well, it's always going to vary based on your score. So you can't predict the interest rates.
So the interest rate do go by your score.
Absolutely, yes. That's why you hear the 800 club,
Okay.
because you get them rates at like a mortgage. 800. You get the people want to finance, refi, 5%, maybe lower, maybe 3, maybe 2. That's why everybody's so, hell bent on hitting the 800 club, because I know if I get approved for that automobile with an 800, them rates are going to be lower compared to somebody with 6. You ever see those? Yeah, it just came down here and you just got this new car. Ask him what's the interest rate. Probably paying 20%.
Shit.
you the sucker.
Now,
You think you won though?
all right. Now we talking about cars now. Like I see a lot of these places, these buy here, pay here places.
Mm-hmm.
Are they good to deal with rather than going to a dealership?
That's a good one. That's a good one because some of them might not report to the bureau.
How? How can they not with a car? How can you not?
That's a good question. It's a business. It's simply,
Shit.
it's like what you're doing is the company is basically, it has nothing to do with you. Your credit score is not for you. It's for the banks. It's how they evaluate you. It's not your score. This score is attractive enough, we'll give you what you're looking for.
Okay.
So you go to a dealership, side one, small one. They have a relationship with the credit bureau to pull your credit. We're going to Experian, and we want to do business with them because we feel as though their information is the best to pull to make a decision. So when that happens, they're making the decision based on the information off of that credit report. But if they don't have to report to those bureaus, that's why I said in the beginning, before you run my credit, who are you reporting to?
And do they have to tell you?
Yes, they got to tell you, but they're not going to bring it up unless you ask.
Okay, so they have to tell you. So it's not like they can't be like, well, we'll just get to that.
Yeah, it's not confidential.
Okay.
It's what he said in Rush Hour G14 classified. It's none of that. They have to tell you.
Nah, see, I think that's dope though because, like I said, I'm a lot of shit you just kicked. It's like, damn, like I didn't know half of this shit.
Nobody knows. That's the sad part. You talk about credit is boring. Nobody want to learn about this stuff.
So, if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, Shock, look, I'm 18, man. By the time I get to your age, I want to know what you know. Like, what advice would you give them?"
Oh man, that's a good question. I like this one. If I was 18, the first thing I would do, because I had to build my credit from the ground up. I'm talking to somebody at the 800 plus club all across the board.
Okay.
800 plus FICO, 800 plus Experian, and that's not saying it bragging, that's humility. It took time to get there, TIME. It didn't happen overnight. But if I can go back and do it all again, the first thing I would do is I would get an authorized user on my credit report. Here's why.
From the rip?
From the rip. Here's why. You have no credit. You apply for a secure card. Probability is 50-50. They may or may not approve you. Why would they deny you? You don't have any credit history, but it's a double-edged sword. I have to acquire credit to get credit, but you got to run my credit. So now they're going off a blank sheet. I know nothing about you. Why are you worthy of my $500? I don't know you, Hank. I need some data. You data poor. But if I add you to my credit card and you apply for your first credit card at 18,
It shows.
that credit card 5-6 years old. Do you think they're saying, well, you just got added to that card?
Nah, they just looking
It's
at
the
it.
data. It's the data.
That's what we don't pass down to our children.
And that's what we miss.
Shit.
Because
Right.
like you said, the first time we get a card, we want to spend it.
Spend it.
And I say, that's where we lose before we get. You already lost the game mentally before you even got in because you're thinking this is yours. No. Why sacrifice $1,000 for a short-term gain when you could benefit long-term? Because that $1,000 credit card can be $6,000
Right.
in 6 months because all credit card companies reevaluate your account every 6 months.
Right.
That's why I don't ask for credit limit increases. If you're going to pull my credit to make a decision, don't credit limit increase me. Just let it happen on its own.
Right.
Good shit.
I need that inquiry.
Good shit.
Because if you ever pull up like a credit monitoring service like CreditWise,
Right.
they're going to show you in that algorithm five or more inquiries in a 2-year time span. You look like you're overreaching. You're thirsty. But that's my gripe. How can you be thirsty? I have a 0% debt to income ratio. I
Right.
just paid off my college debt
Damn.
through trade lines.
I fucking playing.
Ah, man, listen.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
You want to know, right?
Hold on.
Go ahead. I'm
Hold
going to
on.
give you some game tonight.
Shock, how old are you?
37.
He said he paid off his college debt.
$29,000 in a year.
29,000 in a year.
In a year. I put it on my Facebook page, not to brag. It was a personal reminder. This is where I want to be in a year from now. See, I've gotten in the habit of developing goals
Right.
and setting a target, and no matter what, getting to that goal. So my goal was during COVID, my student loans were Great Lakes, and I was like everybody else. I was getting smacked with interest rates.
Right.
I had a college debt for 11 years.
Wow.
And I'm calling myself the credit guru, and I'm like, well, I got credit guru. I hate owing money. I hate interest. I'm financially literate. Why do I still owe this $29,000? How am I going to pay this? This is crazy. There he is. When I was working at Walmart, he comes in the line one day, and I said, remember that credit card I added you to? What happened? Shot, good looking out. That shit worked.
Yo, it worked. Like, it took me from fair
It's excellent.
Preach it.
to damn near great.
Right?
Shit.
Damn.
All from the data. The older their card, based on the information on its credit report,
Right.
it's going to make a decision based on that information already there.
Yeah.
So if it worked for you, then it worked for my brother.
Right.
He gets a car, apartment, a loan.
See, I'm gonna tell you too what it did for me, and I don't know if I ever told Shock this. Like, but by him doing that, I was able to get a Navy Fed account,
Right.
and I was able to get a Navy Fed credit card. I'm not going to say what my limit, but it's more than what some people make a year.
Navy
Right.
Federal's generous.
Yeah.
Without saying numbers, they're very
Yeah.
generous.
So I went through like a crazy two years in life where I ain't had shit but that credit card. And like that credit card saved my motherfucking life. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like saves my. If it wasn't for that credit card, man, I don't know where
You would be.
where I would be. And real shit, the only reason I got that credit card, was able to get it, was from Shock just looking out.
And then you put me on Navy Federal.
Yeah.
You the limit. I said, I need in on that action.
Yeah, like when I got on, I was like, listen, this is what I was able to do. He's like, yo, I'm like, look, boom.
Oh, I share it with you. Right.
Yeah, that's how you do.
And that's what we don't do in the black community. We don't share. Literally, like, there are people with great credit and they keep it and hog it for themselves. And like they want to stand over you. Like, yeah, I got an 800 credit score. I'm this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, make me an authorized user. I don't want no card. Just put my name on that joint.
Put me on.
Put me on. Like, help me so I can help us.
Period.
But we don't have people like that in this
Nah,
community, bro.
not at all.
Like, and if people are like that, shit, they want to make their money off the rip.
Yeah.
And I get that. It's a business. Once you understand that your credit, the last 10 years of your life, seamless, is a business, I respect that.
Yeah.
How much is it? How much?
Speaking of that, shout out to Mike Martin, because he got a credit repair business going
Absolutely.
on and everything.
Awesome.
Y'all, if anybody taking any of this information in and y'all looking for credit repair, Mike is definitely the guy to go to see. Shahir, he on Facebook.
I
Shahir
just need
Freeman, man.
50,000, bro.
Like, add him, yo. Add him. And, like, because the shit he be posting, like, the shit Shock be posting, it be gifts.
You know what's crazy? Something like that get like 2 or 3 likes, and I'm not a like whore. I don't care. It's just a matter of being social media.
Right.
Somebody sees it.
Yeah.
Somebody's thanking me.
Right.
Somebody's saying, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to do this. So
Right.
those are the gems that I
That you
value.
need.
If you walking up and saying that information allowed me to elevate to the next level, that makes my day. Because out of 100 people, 5 might listen.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Right,
But I always
it's
tell
not.
people all the time.
It's definitely
Eventually,
not.
you're going to come around, and now it's like, now
It's
that
too
you're
late.
trying to get it,
It's gonna cost you.
it's going to cost you.
It's gonna
Listen,
cost you.
like
And not
everybody
only
know.
that, you gotta now, all that years that you ignored it,
Right.
you're in the mix now. Now you're trying to fix something that could have been fixed years prior.
Years prior.
Listen, like Shock said, like, he used to work in Walmart. Like, you know, when anybody go to Walmart, you want to get in and you want to get the fuck out. Like, I would see Shock and like he'd just be going on break, and I promise you, I would sit there with him his whole break. You see what I'm saying? I ain't even look for nothing I wanted.
Nothing. So you
Just-
still got to shop.
just sitting there on his whole break. I'm talking about just soaking,
chopping it.
just listening, asking questions like, yo, XYZ, okay, you do ABC. And taking that information and actually using that shit.
Right.
And man, that shit got me where I'm at now. Like, I'm comfortable. You see what I'm saying? I'm not lifestyles of the fucking rich and famous, but
right.
I'm comfortable. My bills is paid. You see what I'm saying? Like, my credit is, I'm up there. I'm like close to an 8. That
Right.
fucking
So,
8. Listen,
Felt good when you get there.
man, listen.
To be young with 8.
That 800 is hard as shit to get to. Like, I've been between like 750 and like 770
Right.
for like 2 years now, and it just keep playing in between them numbers.
Right. Well, they don't want to get that to a black man that don't have $1 million in his bank account.
Yeah,
Right. Having that 8 puts you in the category of I know how to do this.
Speaking of that,
And
if you
that's
don't-
the last
just-
thing they want. That algorithm is like, no. Every time you get to 770, they be like, he black, and knock you back down to 750. You get back up 775, black, and it takes you back down to 760. Right? That's just how.
See,
that shit
and I'm
works.
only asking this because he posted it, and like he said he'll do the shit for like Shock. What's your credit score?
My score is 815 with TransUnion, 820 with Equifax, and like a low of 808 with who's the other one? What's the other one?
TransUnion, Equifax.
Experience. Like
Experian.
808. I just hit 808 with Experian. Now here's the funny thing. The only reason why I didn't pay my college debt off, I left 240 on there, is because I'm trying to tell you, I'll give you some formulas. If you ever want to know the utilization percentage, all you do is take your balance divided by your limit. That's your utilization percentage. Take your balance and divide it by your limit. So once you get that formula, it's like school. Once you learn the formula, you play with the numbers.
Right.
So I know that if I want my credit reflecting a certain way or my credit card reflecting a certain way for that billing cycle, then just get it down to under 30%. Under 30% is standard, under 6% is elite. So I wanted to see what's going to happen once I get under 6%. So with my FICO, it went up to 808. My TransUnion didn't change because I call credit is like English teachers in school. You got one English paper handed to 5 different English teachers. They're all going to see the information differently.
They are.
That's your credit bureaus. So you might be like, well, why my score is like this with this bureau? And because it's different models. You got Vantage, you got what's it, Vantage and FICO. But what a lot of people don't know is you think that when you're going to that Bank of America for that credit card, that they're getting a score from the bureau. Nah. That company might have their own algorithm. It's the data that they're getting, not the score. Bureaus don't give you the score. It's just misinformation. So my problem with credit and why I'm so passionate about it is we walk around with misinformation. And then that misinformation is taken at face value. Now you're walking around with wrong information that you swear up and down is accurate because your cousin or your uncle told you something that's just not accurate. It's not accurate. I'm 37 years old in America with an 800 plus, debt free.
Yeah.
And I did that I'm telling you, I did it with my trade lines. Listen, I don't know about y'all, my credit cards are soldiers. 6 months in, you go to war for me. Period. Somebody needs what I got. And they're not willing to put 2-3 years in, 10 years in. So that's where the dollar bill comes into play. It took me 10 years to build that. You're getting that in less than a month.
Hold on.
You got to pay to play.
Listen.
It is what it is.
How old is your son?
Oh, he's 14.
What's his credit score?
All he wants is like Fortnite clothes and all that. Nah, he don't have a score yet because you have to be what is it? You have to be, I think 16 before you get a score.
Right. But once he turns 16,
he got credit.
right.
I say this to everybody, whether I'm at work, off the clock, it don't matter. My son is 14 years old, and I put my stocks on it. Ask my son who his best friends are. At 14, his response is TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. That's programming. That's programming for that ass. That's programming. He's sharp by the time he's 18, 19.
He is definitely a part of that train that's breaking through that generational curse.
And we have to.
It's
We have
necessary.
to.
And that's why, like, when we talking about utilization, like right now, like my credit card is at 27%.
Right.
Like once I get my credit card down to 10% utilization, I'm putting both of my older daughters on my
your
credit
shit.
card as authorized users.
That's it.
And you figure it's been about 7-8 years that I've had positive payment history with my credit card company. So after 30 days, they're gonna have A1 credit. They're gonna be 750, 760s.
Why you think them kids riding around? I went to Ridley. Why you think them kids riding around in them cars senior year?
Right.
Mom and dad put them on as AUs.
Right.
Cosign. Nope. Authorized user. Because they don't care about how you got on. It's just that's the data. If that's what they're reporting, that's what the
Shout out
parents-
to Fontaine.
Parents know about this, man. Like, our parents didn't know about. Their parents didn't know about. Like, how far back does it go with the that you can put somebody on your credit as an authorized user?
It go back to
The beginning of credit.
beginning of
Yeah.
credit card.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I'm trying to give you some game tonight. You talking about how these credit card game work? I'm telling you. Here's how it works. And I'm talking from a business perspective, not emotional.
Right.
Authorized users is designed to increase the likelihood of the usage of that card. If I have a credit card with 9 authorized user slot, I'll be out of my damn mind to put 9 people on it to use it. But as a strategy, they're thinking if 9 people are on this account, that means that increases the chances of that card being used.
Right.
They're
Because
not.
you share the limit,
Yes.
correct?
Right.
Yeah, the authorized users, you share the limit of the card. Everybody.
You're sharing the limit, but you don't have the actual card to use it, right? With
No,
trade
you
lines.
get the card.
You get the card.
With trade lines.
Yeah,
no,
like
you get the card.
if
I don't
he-
want the fucking card. You take the card.
No. With trade lines, see the thing about trade lines.
Don't give me no fucking card.
You just want the information. Right. That's the benefit. But the thing about trade lines is this. Everybody say trade lines. Anything on your credit report technically is a trade line.
Right.
It's just, your loan,
Right.
your house. It's just called a trade line. It's just the type of trade line is a credit card.
Okay.
The benefit is because credit cards age forever.
Right.
So the thing about credit cards is the credit card company is simply saying this. Number one, your money dumb. Number two, you think it's yours. So number three, we're just going to open up the option to add people to the card. That's a $20,000 credit
You
limit.
got more dumb motherfuckers, I think.
I about to say for a fool,
Yeah.
they oh shit.
That's how they think. That's how they
My
look
dad
at
just
you.
added me to my car, bitch. I'm about to go get my hair done.
We trying to splurge.
I'm going to GameStop, buy NBA 2K,
Everything.
fucking Madden, everything. Wow, that's crazy.
that's
But
wild.
here's
crazy.
the thing about authorized users. I add you to my credit cards. You run them up. Guess what you can do?
Dip off
Jump shit. Guess who the bill falls on?
on you.
This is
I
why you don't co-sign.
Yeah.
Remove personal from business. I love you as a friend, but you're responsible on the business level, and that co-signing can backfire. on
Right.
you.
See,
Think about that.
It's man, you got
Dang.
like people that you don't even fuck with. Can you co-sign like?
I'm not co-signing for you.
Nah, I can't do that.
But I add you as an authorized user.
There you
You
go.
wait a couple months and get
you
your
go.
shit together.
But yeah, I'm gonna ask like how do like I'm
I
gonna
wish
ask
I
my
had good
neighbor like
credit.
how do you ask somebody that you're not even close with? Yo, can you co-sign?
Because I need a car. I need you to put your name on this drink, and you the only person I know with good credit. So I'm
See.
gonna hit you up. Now I know you got 720. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I don't fuck with that nigga no more.
Yeah,
He
man.
paid
I,
me back.
I can see like if
He
we
paid me
even
back.
if we're there that like you feel comfortable like because everybody don't get
Everybody feels comfortable. People feel comfortable saying and doing the thing that you don't expect them to do. Man, he would never call me and ask me to, yo, bro, I'm at Chevy, man. Can you come co-sign for me? Like,
that.
nigga,
Not on a car.
hold on. Co-sign. You don't even have a job,
Yeah.
bro.
And that's what I don't understand. Like, and motherfuckers actually like, oh, I got you. You bro, like, wait a minute. Like, bro don't have a damn job.
Right. Sad. It's sad, but I've been hearing a lot of people talk about trade lines, and I just look at everybody.
Now we got some viewers on here. Any of y'all that got kids? Any of y'all got your kids on y'all credit cards as authorized users? If you
Why?
don't, why?
You should. As long as you're
You
responsible,
absolutely
they'll
should.
be all right.
I'm trying to get my credit up. My
Yeah.
shit like a 4.
You got derogatories?
Do
Do that's the look. People be like 7 years bad luck breaking a mirror. Nah, 7 years is that derogatory.
Do
That's the bad luck.
do I?
It hurts.
All right, now question, right?
Yeah.
Collections. How
What
do you
collections?
how do you handle collections? Do you settle for a less amount? Like, do you pay it off, or like, what reflects better on your credit report?
I'm dead.
The collection not being there is the best way.
So
to
it
go.
doesn't matter if you settle for 70% of the debt or you pay the debt in full. It's going to have the same impact.
That's a good question. When you settle, you run. I've literally heard a collection agency say, "We're not taking it off your credit report because you settled. You want a pay to delete letter."
Oh shit!
Keyword. That is the only thing that matters when it comes to collection. If you can't give me a pay to delete letter, what's the point?
So even though you pay these motherfuckers,
Come on, man.
I got a car right now, right? That got into a car accident. Didn't have insurance on it. You feel me? And so they repoed it, right? It got hit. I couldn't get it out of the hock. I didn't have insurance on it. So it's a repo. $31,000 is what I owe. They called me the other day and said they'll take $5,000 for the car.
what?
So I asked them for a pay to delete letter. Like, what y'all gonna give me once I pay this joint off? Like,
Smart
yo,
move.
she's like, nothing. We're not gonna give you nothing. You gotta call the other people. You gotta call Ally. I said, well, if y'all ain't give me shit, I ain't giving y'all shit.
Basically.
When you decide to give
So
me,
they
what,
just wanted you to get them 5 racks, and
Right.
it shit still worse at.
bro, stay,
Nah, hell
don't
no.
stay right there.
Hell no.
Remember, it's data. It's analytics. I tell
Right.
people all the time. I say it as a joke. I do this on the job all the time. And so many people like, yo, can I call you back when I call TransUnion? Can I get your personal number? I can't do that. As bad as I want to, I can't do that. But what I tell people about collections is this: if it's not coming off, what's the point?
No point.
Because they're called collectors, not reporters. My job is to collect this debt. I went to this company because they kept trying to get the money from you and they couldn't get it, so they sold it to me.
Sold it to me
So
for
my
pennies
job
on
is
the
to
dollar.
for pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on
See,
the dollar.
now it's another question, because I don't know if this is true. If the actual debtor sells your debt to a collection agency, technically, does that mean that your debt is paid? So it has to come off your report from the actual debtor?
It just gets paid. It gets paid and sold to somebody else. So collection A sells it to collection B. Now collection B is on your credit report. They just pass it around.
So now does collection A stay on your credit report?
No, it's just an update.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's like a firmware update.
okay. All right.
Version 3.1.
I still want to. We still got some viewers in here. I still want to know, like, if y'all
Ain't
got your
nobody
kid.
putting their kids
listen.
on they like they just learned it. It's so many people right that are watching right now
Yeah.
that probably do have and are right now looking up their credit to put their kids on. Like, damn, my shit is good. Let me add my son. My son turned 16. Let me put him
Yeah,
on.
because
here.
I mean, I just want to know, like, why wouldn't you? Like, if you don't, if you have 7.
Why
plus-
haven't we?
Yeah.
If we're asking
Yeah.
why
What you
wouldn't
waiting
we got to ask why haven't we? Why hasn't this happened before? Why is it only select homes that do this? Right? Because we don't really value credit.
No.
Right? I want my listen, I'm gonna keep it a thing. When I first got my credit, I walked in the OmniPoint store. That's T-Mobile before.
Oh, nigga, I
You
remember
feel me?
OmniPoint. Listen.
The boy was like, "You want a phone?" I was like, "Damn right, I want a phone. Here,
love
take my
you.
social security number." He was like, "Yeah, you got a phone here." I said, it had the card in the back of the drink. I said, "Damn, I got a phone. Let me see what's up with my credit." I go down the street, going. I was in Granite Row Mall, going to Boscov's, get a credit card. Oh yeah, you got approved. What you want? Oh, let me get some sweatsuit shit. I said,
Yeah,
damn. I
was
went
me.
home. I looked up I applied to every fucking credit card there was, bro. And I was just home on Thanksgiving break.
Right.
Bro, so many credit cards, so much money. But at the end of the day, nobody taught me how to be responsible about it. Nobody taught me that this is going to follow you for the rest of your life, pig. I went to college, man. I was balling. I ain't paying none of that shit 7 years later, right? I look and motherfuckers start sending me credit cards again. I did it again.
Oh, so you just.
My dumb ass did it again. But this time it was for a good reason. It was for the radio station. So, you know,
Okay,
everything
okay.
like, all right, let me put this money, let me take this money. It was all for here.
See, but now,
That's
even though you
self-investment.
did it
That's-
again,
that's good.
you more aware of
Right.
what you got to do.
Right. The next time.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought
so
me
you
some
just
trade
ain't-
lines and get some shit
You
together.
just
I'm
ain't
good.
repeating the process.
No, I ain't repeating the process because I learned, right, how important credit is. Because now there's a lot of things I can't do, right? Because I got derogatories all up and down on my shit. I got that fucking car. I owe like, I want to say, no, it was $21,000 on the car. I owe $30,000. I'm $30,000 in debt, right? But I make a certain amount of money a year, so my debt to income is really, I don't know if it's 30%, but it's like whatever it is. But I can't get nobody to give me anything because I don't have any positives on my situation. So it's like, maybe if I buy a couple trade lines, see how much that costs, I might be able to
See, I
finagle some
think I
things.
got one derogatory mark on my shit, and that's like, I think it's like $150.
That's the killer part. You chump change, and they just
Yeah, it's
stick
like
you for 7 years.
$150 for like an old AT&T bill that I know I paid.
Collection.
Yeah, like I know I paid AT&T when they did it. So should I pay these fuckers?
How much is it?
You paid AT&T.
I know I did, but they telling me that it was a leftover balance of $152.
Pay that shit. $152?
Yeah.
I pay that
If
shit.
they sold it to collection, issues with collections now.
So I should just give them the $152.
As long as they giving you that pay to delete, that
And you
should
ask them-
receive.
So even if I'm paying the full amount,
Get the pay to delete as insurance policy. I tell
Oh,
you that
shit.
you want to set yourself up for the win.
Okay.
Don't let them say, all right, yeah, well, here's the thank you for your payment. Have a good day. We're going to send it to the bureaus. And then you sitting back waiting, looking at your phone.
because I was just going to dispute it and be like, I paid this debt already.
Right, you can dispute it. You dispute it as company agreed to change it. So it's how the dispute goes in.
Okay.
You can dispute it as paid in full. You can dispute it as company agreed to change it or delete it. So if they're going to send you the pay to delete letter, send that anyway. That's your receipt. So in the event somebody falls asleep behind the wheel, I already got the letter. Let me just do it myself.
All right, I got you.
Self-sufficiency.
Now, Credit Karma. You knew this was coming. Credit Karma. Should you go by Credit Karma? Or is that just like you around here, you in the neighborhood?
Yeah, Credit Karma, for me personally, I never had an issue with it. The only thing I like about Credit Karma now, they update every day now. It's not every 7 days.
Okay.
But Mom Dukes, for example, she's fixing her debt. She has some charge-offs, so she's consolidating with what was it, Mariner Finance, I believe the name is. You heard of them? They consolidate debts. So anyway, she's looking on Credit Karma, and she's like, I don't have any derogatories. I'm like, Moms, you got charge-offs. But Credit Karma shows I got 0. So sometimes that data, it doesn't look accurate sometimes.
Okay.
So it deters people from using it. So, like I always say, there's other credit monitoring services out there. If you have a credit card, use the credit monitoring service. CreditWise, free. Experian, free. Experian updates every month.
So how do you get it? What do you go on their website or?
Just go to put the app on your phone. Pull it up. Put your information in.
IQ.
Yeah, but I think I got CreditWise. I don't think I got Experian though.
The Experian, just put the app on. Experian gives you your, what is it, your FICO? So many different FICOs out there. I think it's FICO 8 or FICO 9. That's one of them.
Now, I know like we talking about Credit Karma, but FICO, like why is your FICO score important? Like who looks at your FICO score?
Well, it depends on the creditor. It's just a credit score. Okay. Some companies might go off your FICO. Another one might go off your Vantage. It all depends on, okay, it's like going to, going into your favorite store, Home Depot or something. Mm-hmm. Now, Home Depot has a business relationship with one of the bureaus. They're basically saying, we trust your information to give us the best information possible on that next customer or customers. Okay. So they in a business, in a partnership with that bureau. So they're pulling that information from that bureau. They might pull your FICO. It all depends on who they pull. That's why I said, who do you pull from? Who are you pulling from? Because if I know I have too many inquiries on Experian, which I currently do right now, I got 8 inquiries I'm waiting to fall off because I'm a credit card guru. I love credit cards, by the way. I need credit cards on my team because they're insurance policies to me.
Yeah,
when one account closes,
they're soldiers.
They're soldiers. They're all going to war. So when those loans close off, I still have those credit cards active on the credit report.
So how do you prevent, like how do you know who does a hard inquiry compared to a soft inquiry? Like how do you ask that? Like, yo, is this going to be a hard inquiry or is this going to be a...
You ask. Because remember, account reviews is everybody looking at your credit. Mm-hmm. They're looking. There's nothing wrong with looking. Hey, you've been pre-approved for this $20,000 loan. That's a account review. When you apply for the loan, that's a hard pull.
So pre-approved isn't hard inquiries?
Pre-approved is, we like you.
Okay.
Your information looks attractive.
When you fill out that information, that's a hard inquiry.
When you click apply, click submit, that's a hard pull. Now, most people think because you're pre-approved, you're going to get approved. No, it's called pre-approved. Based off the data on your credit report, we've come to the conclusion to make you an offer.
All right, so for a lot of people that don't know is, even if you are approved, it's still a hard inquiry. It's not like, well, we just going to sit it there, and if you get approved, it's going to go away.
No.
That shit is still there.
When they look, they're looking. Everybody looks. If you ever look at your account review on your credit report, it's a bunch of stuff on there. Every time CreditWise looks at your credit, it gets listed. When a company is looking at your credit to market you, they want to sell to you. You look like a potential customer.
Okay.
We want to get you for them interest rates. You got $700. You want that $30,000 loan for $150 a month? Yeah, I'm gonna take $150 paid a month.
That sounds like an outrageous ass number.
Come on, man, it's real. It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Just be like, I'm gonna just pay $150 a month.
It's real. Equity loans, mortgages. The maximum amount you can take out on the personal side is $40K. That's the max. So that's when you start focusing on business credit. That's another discussion.
Okay.
But that's business credit. 50, 60,000, 100,000. There's so many different type of business credit offers out there.
That's what I need right now.
That's
credit.
I have no interest in personal credit. I hit 800. Okay, what's the next mountain to conquer? That was my attitude.
So you're not content with the 800.
I could care less about 800. It's there. I accomplished it. So now the question is, like I said, most people, and there's nothing wrong with you playing credit chess. You want to get that car, but I like to leverage. Leverage is my beverage. Okay, I like to leverage my credit. Going back to how I got out of college debt, I rented my credit cards out to people. I added you to did you ever see the credit card I added you to? But you got the information.
Yeah, I damn sure did.
Well, somebody paid for that.
So you're like,
he said somebody paid for it.
he heard. Listen, y'all heard it again. He paid his college debt off by renting his credit cards.
Come on, man. I tell you, leverage your credit.
Come on, man. If
I
that ain't-
charge a fee.
If that ain't a flip, like
on,
God
man.
damn.
Come on, man.
29 grand in a year.
I lie to you not, and I still can't
A
believe I
year.
did it. I can't believe it
Why can't you believe you did it? How
because
many credit cards you got?
it's mind blowing.
It's not mind blowing. How many credit cards you got?
Now I want to say about 7 because true transparency. I'm gonna give you some game. I lost 6 soldiers in the process.
Yeah.
Here's why. When you abuse the authorized users,
Right.
red flag. Because they're not making money off of you.
Right.
It's the other way around.
Right.
How many people are offering trade lines to people? Why in the world would Barclays allow you to add 25 authorized users? Come on now. Listen, you ain't got to. You can do the research. I did the research for you. Listen,
Because it's not something that they can just shut on and shut off for people. So a rich white person can add 25 people because they making sure their family's straight, right? You feel me? Like, so, you know, I guess you could do the same thing if you have that
See,
same
here go the
card.
thing too. Like, who started trade lines? Like, have you ever looked into that? Like, when
did it start?
like what was the main purpose of a trade line when this shit first?
To increase generational wealth, bro.
Credit hacks. It's hacks. They're all hacks. Everything has a loophole.
Right.
And it's just loopholes that people abuse. Everything's a loophole, you know? And as long as you can utilize that loophole to your advantage, you're going to use it. It's a loophole. It's like, well, how can I get... Okay, I charge my mans for my Discover It card. May it rest in peace. No pun intended. Yeah, but anyway, he hits me up, and his score jumps 100 points just by being added to that Discover card. Now, I don't guarantee results because what's on your credit report, what's on yours varies from mine, varies from his.
Yeah.
So that credit card might help him, but might not help you as much because research shows for every derogatory, you want 3 solid trade lines on your credit report.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of crazy shit on my. Like, I already started cleaning my shit up. Like, I already disputed damn near everything I needed to be disputed, so I was in the positives. I had a little heart inquiry, like maybe 1 or 2 derogatory marks, but it wasn't like crazy debt or none of that. Like, even now, like I said, when I maxed out a Navy Fed credit card.
I know that number.
Listen, maxed that bitch out.
Yeah.
And it's sitting right now, I got $7,000 in credit card debt.
So now if you want to find your utilization, you take 7,000, multiply it by your credit limit. That's your utilization percentage for that card. It's a numbers game. So that's why I said numbers is numbers. It's not your emotion.
So that's why I say, like, once I get down to between 10 and 15, both of my daughters just going right on it.
Easy.
Like,
They're going to get all that. Whatever it
Yeah.
is, they're going to absorb all that information.
yeah, like, that's not even.
It's a no-brainer.
And shit, if my baby was old enough, she'd be on it now. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, when I first found out this was for real, right, I put it to the test. Now, if my son calls the credit card company right now and try to apply for a card, we all know what's going to happen. You ain't of age. But if I add him as an authorized user, he's a 14-year-old with a credit card. Yo, Dad, a new Call of Duty maps just came out. Put it on my credit card. I like hearing that. I don't know about y'all. I like hearing stuff like that.
14.
I
bro.
love it.
14.
He's 14. He's going to be a shark. That's my mentality with credit. Forward trajectory at all times.
And see, this is who I surround myself with.
Assets.
Like, this,
If you're not surrounding yourself with brothers like that,
yeah, this.
you're losing.
Need to.
You're losing.
Because like real shit, I wanna leave my kids with something more than my last name when I die.
Absolutely.
Like, not for nothing. That's what I'm doing this shit for. Because I'm not gonna be here forever to enjoy this shit.
No, you're not.
But when I go, I want to make sure that they got it. Like I said, I want to leave them with something more than my last name. That's what every parent should be worried about. Like, fuck us. Like, especially us standing in our late 30s, 40s, and man, we ain't got too much.
Back hurt, knees hurt,
Yeah.
shoulder hurt.
Like
everything
now,
hurt.
it's time to start paving the way. Like, sit your ass down,
Right.
and make sure that your kids is gonna be cool for when your time come.
Yep. I tell you, you got friends, you got assets.
Yeah,
I want assets around
Yeah,
me.
man.
It's
Right.
no
Yeah.
diss. It's like we can talk about the sports, we can talk
Right.
about whatever, but I like knowing that I can be that guy. My friends can pick up the phone and say, I got a question about credit. finances, stocks,
Like
whatever.
I said, I used to
We
go in
talk.
Walmart on his break and take his whole break.
We talk. I love my guys, man. I love y'all. And I like seeing people do better than me.
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah,
like, yo, if I
yeah.
planted that seed, job well done.
That's one thing I never seen Shock or call Shock, and Shock was like,
Nah, I
I
can't help
ain't got
you.
no info for you.
Right.
Like,
How much you got for me?
yeah, like he always dropped Jews. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's never been a moment where I knew, like, damn, let me call Shock, and it was like, nah, cause, all right, yo, bro,
Pick up the phone.
listen, and then like we be doing now, he be like, all right, listen, I'm about to give it to you. And it's easy. You just gotta fucking listen.
I gotta get him. Mar.
Oh,
I got him. I love you, Mar. You my guy. I remember when he was like, Shock, if I get a credit card, I'ma burn it. I said, because I love you, man, I'ma convert you. Some information came off his credit report. He hit me up. He wanted the credit game. Was able to get his automobile at a lower rate. Thank me down the road. Yo, I want to thank you for opening my eyes. I said, I love you, man. I want to see you and yours do good. Now he got the LLC, but I want to choke him because he got the business credit offer. And instead of calling me before he said no, he called me afterwards. I wanted to choke him. I said, you got in and you shut the door on yourself. DNB is the next level, Dun & Bradstreet. That's your business credit. TransUnion does not operate in that atmosphere. Dun & Bradstreet's the creme de la creme of business credit. Then it's Equifax and Experian.
listen, man, y'all need to
Game.
y'all need to stop surrounding yourself with motherfuckers that want to spend money in the club with you.
I don't go to the club, bro. Cause I don't got no fucking friends, man. This shit is sad. 42 years old.
I need some friends.
I need some fucking friends. Need some friends that's gonna help me out. Not talk about me as soon as I leave the fucking room.
Listen, normally we do an hour and a half show, but I figure an hour. I pray that y'all took this shit and soaked it up. That's why I let Shock come in and do his thing. Like, I wanted him to give everything that he wanted to give y'all, man. So, any questions? Like I said, Shahir Freeman on Facebook. I don't know if you on the gram.
What's my name on the ground? I don't have my name on the gram. It's
You
Stream
about to
God
be
on
at
the
the
gram.
station.
It's Stream God on the gram.
Yeah, Stream
Stream
Guy
Guy.
on Instagram.
I'm low key. My name ain't on Facebook and all that other stuff. It's Stream God, Facebook, what was it, Twitter, Instagram.
You everywhere.
It's there. It's just there.
And like I said,
Read the post.
The credit repair, Mike Martin, he got that shit on Smash. I think he running some July like special or something too. So hit up Mike Martin. Questions about this? I mean, I don't
Shout
know.
out to Mike too. That's good stuff. That's listen, credit, information is profitable. They say knowledge is power, information is profit. That's all these companies do. They sell your data.
Yeah. Now you don't have to answer this question because I know what you do like for work now. Do you still do trade lines?
Yeah, I'm trying to build back up. I don't. I'm just trying to build that age up. Once my credit cards become 6 months at birth, they enter the battlefield.
So y'all hear that? Listen, I'm telling you, I'll tell you what it did for me. Like my score definitely jumped 100 points
Jump
in
100.
30 days.
And I forgot all about that. I was like, I had to ask you. I was like, yo, what happened?
In 30 days, my
That's
score
crazy.
jumped 100 points.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And like I said, I never seen a fucking card or
Nothing.
nothing.
It's unreal, right?
Yeah.
It's as real as it can get. It's like the minute we start learning some stuff, they want to start shutting the doors to what we learn.
And I'm gonna say this too. It ain't no price you should put on that shit. Like if $500, $600, $700, if that shit's gonna get you a house for your family,
Right.
you see what I'm saying? A car to get your kids back and forth to school. You can't put a price on that shit,
No,
man.
you can't.
Pay that money because you damn sure ain't gonna sit up here and put in the 10 years of work that it's gonna take for you to get that score. So shit, why not? You cheated everything else in life. You might.
Cheated that.
Investing the best investment is a self-investment, and most people aren't willing to invest in themselves out of that fear. I had it before with the stock market. That's another discussion, but I had that fear when some stocks dropped. I wanted to jump ship. My cousin had to talk some sense into it. I gotta get out. Nah, man, let's see what you made of. But it's that once you overcome that fear, investing in yourself just becomes second nature. But you got to overcome that fear. I've been there. I know that fear. Once you overcome that fear, investing in yourself becomes 10 times easier. And it's like, if you're willing to invest in something else, why don't you feel like you aren't worth it? What's stopping you? You got to have that talk with yourself.
That's a major problem with, like you said, with people not wanting to invest in themselves. Like, you believe in anything and anybody but
Except
yourself.
you. That's a problem.
Y'all hear me, right? Well, look, this was the Real Shit Podcast, man. Like,
Real shit.
my brother Shock, listen, the credit guru, god damn it, the lifesaver. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you for coming on. Like I said, Stream Guy on Facebook, Shahir Freeman. You heard him say he's doing the trade lines again. If you have the means to pay his fee, that's whatever y'all discuss. Go for it. I'm telling you, if you wanna get that head start, that jump, rock out with him. If you already in the process of getting your credit repaired, hit up Mike Martin. Credit is important, man. Stop leaving your kids out here making GoFundMes for you when you go, man. Like real shit. But listen, man, Shock, the invitation is always here. We do this every other Wednesday. You ain't gotta ask. Just text me, call me, and say, yo, I'm coming on the show tonight, bro. Yeah. I will not say no.
This is the first podcast. I didn't expect to show up today. He was like, you want to show up? I put a post on Facebook, and I was like, this is the type of stuff you talk about on the podcast. And he was like, yo, what you doing tonight?
It was fate. Like, and I'm scrolling, and it was like he just posted like a minute ago. I just got off the phone with P, and I'm like, all right, let me see if I can get.
See you in 6 months.
Let me see if I can get some guys. And then, like I said, as soon as I hang up with P, Facebook, 1 minute post, 1 minute ago. Oh shit, Shock said, what about the podcast? Yo, bro, you want to do a podcast?
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
I want you to keep coming back because I feel like this. If we want people to understand the power that they have, we have to show them, right? And we have to explain it in a way that where they understand it. So, we'll talk. I'm all about free things if it's beneficial for all of us. You feel me? If it's just beneficial for you and you trying to take yourself, you got to pay for that.
Right.
But if it's beneficial for all of us and we can work and people hear it and people can gravitate to it, then I don't have a problem. If you have something to offer the community, absolutely. And I feel like you do. You definitely do.
Leverage your credit and stop being scared to put your kids on. I took my credit, opened up a stock portfolio. As a matter of fact, before we should get off, this whole little tax credit that's going on, where you're getting $250, $300, that ain't going in my pocket. That's going in my son's portfolio. That's DRIP. For those of you that don't know what DRIP is, not the music DRIP, the jewelry. We talking about dividend reinvestment plan. That's getting funded back into his fund at 14. That's assets, interest, compounding interest. Learn the game, put it to use.
Cannabis is medicine.
That's the future. Got investments in that too.
Nah, that's dope. Like you heard what he said.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You gotta come back, bro.
On the 15th of every month that everybody getting he not going to Walmart. You see what I'm saying?
70-inch TV. I need my son to say your dad looked out when he fall asleep in the car when I talked about this stuff and I laugh. But I'm like, the seed planted. All he gotta do is water it.
That's it.
The work done.
That's it. Dang.
Listen, man.
Definitely dope. I appreciate it, bro.
I hope that at least one of y'all that y'all heard what he said.
He coming back. Trust me, he coming back.
So we
gotta find the day.
We appreciate all y'all. Like we had some constant viewers, man. I appreciate y'all for taking y'all time out and fucking with us. This is the Real Shit Podcast. The guys will be back on our next show. If Shock wants to come back, I mean, it's an extra chair, it's an extra mic, so I'm pretty sure P wouldn't mind. We're gonna keep giving y'all this shit, man, until y'all ain't got no choice but to hear what we saying.
Peace.
Peace. I like
I gotta keep extended. No, ain't no love when you coming from